Hello, and welcome back to the story. Today, we will be doing a recap on a 2010 movie titled Easy A. The story begins with a clean-cut and respectable high school student named Olive. She is in front of a web camera talking about how her simple lie turned into a chaotic mess. She is saying that she will be explaining her side and the truth of what really happened. At the start, Olive is just an anonymous and no one notices her at school except for her best friend named Rhiannon. Rhiannon asks Olive to go on a camping with her family. Olive is weirded out by her parents during the last camping, so she declines to her invite. She makes up a lie and tells her that she will be going on a date. However, the truth is, she just stays all weekend at her house with her dog singing to a song by Natasha Bedingfield titled Pocketful of Sunshine. The following Monday, Rhiannon asks Olive to tell her the details about her date. Olive says she spent the whole weekend with the guy and that he nails her and took her purity. While talking in the bathroom, an extremely conservative and devout Christian named Marianne overhears them and her story spread around the school like wildfire. Olive is now the talk of the school and rumors spread that she is not pure anymore. The conservative church group led by Marianne protests everything they think is sinful in the school, like the school mascot who is not wearing a shirt and their school team named the Blue Devils. Marianne was able to change the mascot and the team's name. During the class, Olive's favorite English teacher, Mr. Griffith, is talking about the book titled The Scarlet Letter. The story is about a girl who is labeled as an adulterer by wearing a red letter A. The town then realizes that she is actually a good person. Olive starts to relate to the story. One of Marianne's minions tells Olive that should also put a red A on her wardrobe too. Olive answers back and insults her with a bad word. Olive was sent to the principal's office. The principal tells her how conservative the school is and gives her detention. At home, Olive tells her parents that she got sent to the principal's office. They are very easygoing and supportive of her and her choices. During detention, Olive and her old friend Brandon are cleaning the gym while chatting. Brandon is gay and tells Olive how tired he is of the harassments he gets over his sexuality. Olive confesses to him that the story of her sleeping with a guy is not real. Brandon later arrives at Olive's house. Brandon proposes to Olive that she pretend to be his girlfriend and pretend that he is sleeping with her so he would appear to be straight. She declines at first, but she pities him and later on agrees as long as he do everything she says and tells everyone that she is sensational. The next night, Olive and Brandon attend a house party and put on a show. They ask the host of the party for a room where they can hump. She told them they can use her room. They close the room, and everyone is eavesdropping. They started pretending to have sex by making noises. The boys cheered for Brandon when he walked outside. Olive later bumped with his old crush Todd. Rhiannon calls Olive saying she hears what happened to her and Brandon at the party. She tells Olive that everyone is now calling her a dirty woman. Olive gets mad and throws her phone. Tired of what everyone is calling her, she decided to go along with that reputation. She started wearing more provocative clothes and put a red A to everything she wears. Everyone stares at her as she walks along the campus. Marianne started a meeting with her group and says that Olive should be put out of the school. They also made a promise to remain pure and chaste until marriage and started singing. Some boys found out from Brandon what Olive and him really did. So, the boys started to ask her if she can also do the same to them and spread rumor that they hook up to increase their popularity. In return, they give her gift cards and money. This further increased Olive's reputation. The guidance counselor, Mrs. Griffith, Mr. Griffith's wife, calls Olive to her office. She tells Olive that she can open up anything she wants to talk about. Mrs. Griffith gives her some contraceptives and tells her that she can do anything she got to do as long as she has an exit strategy. When she goes outside, she saw Marianne and her boyfriend Micah, who is waiting for his turn for the guidance counselor. Marianne started crying as she shares that her boyfriend's parents are getting divorced. Olive gives her a nice advice and Marianne hugs her saying sorry for what she did and asked her to be her friend, which Olive accepted. Marianne and Olive reconciled and become friends, and Olive started to think that everything will start to be okay. Until one day Marianne told Olive that her boyfriend is in the hospital suffering so much pain. The doctor declared he got an STD, and when his mother asks where he got it, Micah said it was from Olive. Marianne is so angry as she hears it and went to Olive. She slaps her at the locker room. Olive went to the guidance counselor's office and sees Mrs. Griffith crying. She confesses to Olive that she is sleeping with Micah, and she is the one who gave him the disease. Olive tells Mrs. Griffith that she will take the blame so she could save her job and marriage. Mrs. Griffith cries and hugs her. The church group makes a protest against her and calling her names. The worst part is that her friend Rhiannon joins their protest to bring her down. Olive is used to being alone, but she never felt lonelier as she walks out. So, she went to the church and sit in the confession room. She is sad and talks asking if she is doing the right thing. She later finds out that there is no priest listening on the other side of the room. She leaves and goes to a Christian pastor and asks for advice. When she found out that the pastor is Marianne's father, she hurriedly runs away. Despite everyone asking her to pretend that she slept with them, no one is actually asking Olive for a real date and really sleep with her. Until Anson comes up and asks her out. The date started fine as Anson seems to be a gentleman. Until Olive sees Rhiannon at the restaurant. Olive suddenly remembers that Rhiannon has a crush on Anson since first grade. They immediately leave the restaurant, and when they are about to ride the car, Anson gives Olive a gift card that made her upset because she thought it is a real date. He kissed Olive and asked for sex. She pushes him away and walks out sobbing. Todd sees her and offers to give her a ride home. Olive continues to cry on the car. Todd tells her that he does not believe the rumors about her. He recalls how Olive lies for him years ago, saying that they actually kissed. He says how he wishes Olive could have been his first real kiss. He also reveals that it was Rhiannon whom he had his first kiss. Todd asks if he could kiss her, but she declines, saying she cannot be with him yet until she fixes the mess out of her life. When Todd tells her that he wants to help, Olive hugs him. Olive is now determined to stop the lies. And to set the story straight first, she goes to Brandon, but she finds out that he ran away from home and left a note saying that he is gay. She went to all the boys she helped and asked them to say that it was not true, but most of them denies it. She goes to Mrs. Griffith and asks her to tell the truth, but she just told her to live with it and that no one would believe her. Olive then runs to her husband Mr. Griffith and tells him his wife is sleeping with a student and gave him a disease. She immediately regrets it and realized she just ruined a marriage. To finally bring everything to light, Olive plots a plan during a pep rally in school. Olive performs a sexy song and dance number to catch everyone's attention and later announced that she will be doing a live sex with Todd online. However, during the live webcast, she actually just made the whole confession of what she and everyone has done. After that, Todd arrives riding a lawnmower and asks her out. Before she leaves, she further confesses in front of the camera that she likes Todd and that she may lose her purity to him, but added that it is none of anyone's business but her own. The guys watching are disappointed of the live webcast because they did not saw her took her clothes off. She went down the house and kissed Todd. They ride through the neighborhood on the lawnmower. Did you like our movie recap? Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. To be updated for new movie recaps, hit the notification bell.